Well, Paul Feig is here, and we have another guest here, and I'm very excited to have this person on. And I would doubt that you guys have met each other, but
but I'm a big fan.
Oh, good. Well, I've not met him either, but he is the. I'm not sure if he's the head of this organization, but he comes to us from Aspida, which is a charitable organization for inner city youth. Please welcome Victor Ramos.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ackerman. Mr. Feig, very nice to see you also.
It's great to see you. It's a real honor.
The community outreach program is called Aspida, which means to aspire.
Oh, to aspire. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, great.
And it's to help the youth of inner city accomplish their dreams and goals and stay grounded to the community.
Oh, okay, great.
As well.
All right, well, that sounds fantastic.
Well, you see why I'm such a fan of his.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never heard of the organization, but that sounds amazing. Where is it located? Is it?
Well, right now I'm working out of the offices of John Marshall High School in Silver Lake.
Oh, okay.
And so right there, I'm also a second assistant principal at John Marshall High School.
Okay.
And we have a lot of great programs that we're trying to implement into the schools. Well, my first one is Gangs Without Guns, which is to preserve the self-esteem and the club membership of gangs, but no guns involved.
So you want to preserve the gangs and the rituals of the gangs and the community and the friendship and the brotherhood.
Because a lot of these kids coming up in these communities don't have a father figure or a decent mother figure. So they have no community at all. So in a gang, they find their manhood, lessons of life that they need to continue and further their development. And I think that these programs that we're trying to set up down in Silver Lake, Echo Park, East LA.
Yeah, dangerous area, Silver Lake.
Very, it is very dangerous. If you park your car to go to Echoplex or Echo, please have a friend walk with you.
Sure.
Because a lot of women have been robbed and raped.
And yelled at.
And yelled terrible things.
Are you promoting a gunless version of a drive-by, like a friendly drive-by?
Absolutely. There's many examples of that. Well, if you see a competing gang member,
a competing one selling drugs, open the window and say, "Hey, get out of here! I'm going to pour gasoline on you and set you and your friends on fire." Whoa, hold on.
But you give them a warning.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
It doesn't have to be gasoline per se. It could be any kind of threat.
Any kind of flammable material.
But it's much safer than a semi-automatic weapon unloading on a bunch of kids.
Very true.
I guess I get where you're coming from in the sense of like there'd be a lot of kind of stray bullets flying all over the place. But at the same time, I think maybe for me, I don't know if this is the same for you, Paul, but it seems like you shouldn't be kind of, trying to get these guys to be violent at all. I mean, when I hear Gangs Without Guns, I kind of see like, hey, instead we're going to go down to the clubhouse and we're going to play ping pong and stuff like that.
Absolutely, Mr. Ackerman. I mean, I wish
thank you.
I wish that could be the case. Unfortunately, gangs and drugs and prostitution are human necessities.
Prostitution?
Yes.
Wow.
And you'll see that the community nourishes these vices. And so what I'm trying to do is let those vices continue, but bring the violence down.
So when you say prostitution, what is going on with your Gangs Without Guns in regards to that issue?
Well, let me just say, we do not, I do not pretend to be the police. I cannot stop individuals from prostituting themselves for selling drugs. But what I can do is make all these situations safer. Now, I also have a program, Rubbers for Mothers. Rubbers for Mothers is providing condoms and lubes and safe sex products to young teenage mothers.
That's very noble.
Because one kid is going to be hard enough for them. Right. So at that point, let's stop having more babies.
Why are you providing the lube? I guess that's what I'm confused on. Like, can't they buy their own lube? I mean,
from what I understand from the community is that after giving birth, a lot of ladies do not want to have sex.
So it's a little harder for them to. Yeah,
well,
they're not in the mood.
It's sort of a gift for the fathers.
Sure. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm sorry to get back to this prostitution though. Like, are you? I guess my question is are you kind of the the head of this organization? Are you?
Am I head of a prostitution? No.
You're in charge of this gang, though.
Yes, I used to be part of the Latin King Nation. The
Oh,
Almighty
okay.
Latin King Nation in Chicago. I had to leave due to some differences with some of the leading members there.
Differences of opinion, or
I ended up blowing up a halfway house that I thought was a rival gang member's clubhouse, and we ended up killing like 9 bums, and it really hurt my heart.
it hurt your heart. Yeah,
It really hurt my heart that I'd made such a mistake. I placed 2 pipe bombs.
But no guns, which was
No
good.
guns at all,
You
no.
held up your theory.
That doesn't sound like a mistake. That doesn't sound like a boo-boo. Or I mean, you murdered 9 people. Did you go to jail for this?
What I did, no. I manned up, I took responsibility, and I left town. And I came here to L.A., and I changed my life. I
Changed your name as well?
I changed my name. And
Fingerprints?
I did try to cut off my fingertips.
Okay.
Just the fingerprint part.
Just sanding them off in some.
Yes.
You're just kind of peeling away.
But after 2, it hurt too much. So I said, forget it.
I noticed those enormous calluses on your fingertips. Right?
Yeah, right there, my pinky, and then the little wedding one.
a little wetty one, yeah. So you moved to L.A., and how did you get a job as an assistant principal then?
I started as a janitor, and soon got involved with the teachers, and they knew the work I was doing was important. And at the beginning, I must say they were a little afraid. But I think teachers and parents need help, and this is why I also want people listening to the show, Mr. Ackerman, to maybe volunteer and help their communities any way they can.
So volunteer for your organization, or?
Yes, you could definitely. I take volunteers. Right now, we have another program called Legal Drugs First.
Legal drugs first.
Legal drugs first, which is I'm trying to get kids to get marijuana cards here in Los Angeles to get their drugs legal.
Well, that's nice.
I see. So if
Very
you
noble.
need to get high, then you should try the legal stuff until that won't get you high anymore, and then you move on to the other stuff. Is that
And
what-
by then, hopefully, other things will be legalized. Right now, there are a lot of crime due to the marijuana trade and to the crack cocaine trade. And I think that if we encourage the children to do legal drugs early, then this will get them on the right path.
Okay. So if they're going to take drugs, how early are you talking about?
Well, 8th grade, freshman year of high school.
Just that sort of area right
There's
there.
a lot of
That's right
pressures
there.
then, so that's probably when it would
That's
happen.
when you
There
need
is.
to
A lot of
self-medicate.
people are nerds, and
Yeah.
a lot of people are ugly, and a lot of people are dumb. And a little marijuana could take a lot of that edge off.
That is true.
For students, and let them concentrate on what they have to do, which is their schoolwork.
I'm fascinated that I never knew that the janitorial was sort of the mail room of the educational
that's the
system.
way
You gotta
up.
work your way up. That's great. It's like,
Was there a thing where, like, all of a sudden you just kind of, like, kept rising in the ranks because, did people get fired, or did people...
Well, I'm not paid per se by the school.
Oh,
I am a volunteer. So you see that a lot of the bureaucracies of,
Sure.
of going into a situation that is established, those go away when you say, hey, I'll do it for free.
oh, okay.
like an honorary assistant principal.
I guess that's
That's
a
right.
great tip to breaking into show business. Like, if I were to come to you, Paul, and say, hey, I'd love to be your second AD, I'll do it for free.
Yeah, you'd be kind of the honorary second AD.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's sort of what you
would
do.
work.
Mr. Feig, I'd like to say I saw Bridesmaids.
Yes.
I bought it at a
thank
flea
you.
market downtown.
Oh,
a little Mexican flea market.
Nice.
And I have to say, it's the best $5 I ever spent.
Perfect.
So fun. Maya Rudolph is so beautiful.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Oh my God, I was about to pleasure myself.
I noticed
And then
something
that
was going
scene-
on. Yep.
That scene where she pooped. Oh my God, that's a funny movie. Thank you, Mr. Feig.
Thank you so much.
You say you were about to pleasure yourself, and then she pooped, and then
Exactly.
okay, you're not into that.
I'm not. No way, man. No way, Jose.
That DVD you bought, did it have a Xerox cover, or did it actually the actual cover? Was it a...
It was something someone printed up
Okay,
and
that's
stuck
good.
in a piece of plastic.
Excellent. That's
The
very
mark
good.
of quality.
Perfect.
I hope I helped.
Was it kind of handheld and you could hear audiences laughing during it?
There were two black ladies with afros
very
laughing
good.
in the foreground.
Kind of like a Mystery Science Theater type of thing. That's
I
good,
don't know what
excellent.
that is, but I think so.
If you just pretend those afros are like bushes that are in the foreground, then, you can still enjoy the movie.
Well,
Let's say-
thank you, Victor. I appreciate
Let's say I'm used to black people in the theater laughing too much.
Let's just say that and say no more. So I find your organization really interesting. So you work with these kids. You try to get them not away from violence, but away from guns, certainly. And then you try
Baby steps.
baby steps. Try to get them hooked on good drugs, legal drugs.
That's right.
And the prostitution, it's going to happen. So as long as you're in charge of it, and are there consequences for other gangs getting involved in your territory at all?
Well, technically, I'm not in a gang anymore. I quit. I left. I'm a mummy now, and that's a retired Latin king.
Oh, okay. That's
I still
interesting.
I know that. This is
I still believe in the teachings of the Latin King Nation and a lot of their beliefs and a lot
Like
of the
what?
empowerment.
What do you mean?
Basically, a lot of one of the tenets is to stop violence against each other and put that violence into other people.
that's nice.
So don't
like paying it forward, if you will.
right.
Like if someone's going to the Echoplex or the Echo
Sure, dangerous
And-
places.
and they're a little high, if they get hurt and they get jumped and then money taken, that's okay. But if you go try to shoot another young Latino, it's a waste of time. We're destroying ourselves.
Yeah.
right.
So take it out on other races. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
That's
a good
not how I
motto
would
for
put
it,
it, but it's a great way to put it.
Okay.
To the point.
So what was your family like growing up? I mean, how did you get involved in the Latin Kings, and what was it like for you as a kid?
Well, my father passed away when I was 9.
I'm so sorry.
very sad.
And thank you. And my mother had 12 kids with 4 different fathers.
Oh my goodness.
So I had 11 half brothers that I had to deal with.
So your father was you were the only child from your particular father.
Yes,
Okay, so you had 11 half brothers.
Wow.
that's right.
Well, that's good.
All of them younger than me.
Whoa. Okay, so your dad was the first. Had you, then he's out.
Yes.
Okay, and then your mom got
And he passed away in a terrible car accident.
Oh.
A car that he was trying to get rid of for insurance reasons exploded
my goodness.
and set him on fire.
Oh.
And he passed away.
It's a very sad way to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I kind of had to become the patriarch, the family,
Man of the
the
house.
backbone of the family. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I decided to join a gang.
Oh, okay, that's one way to go.
To
about it.
help raise funds and, and to give me a place to get away from it all.
Sure.
You could have started a gang
so,
with
you
all
know.
those half brothers, though. You should have kept it in the family.
Well, a lot of them have joined.
Oh, that's good.
And a lot of others have joined other gangs.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice. It's sort of a jumping off point.
The extended family, the roots of a family tree. It's
It makes Thanksgiving interesting.
So your family is the mailroom of the gang world. So
Yeah.
we work our way up through that.
interesting.
That's a very good way to put it.
Hey, this is like an origins show. I like this.
Yeah. So in family get-togethers, are you all wearing, I guess, different colors? Is that still a thing?
Well, technically, I'm aligned with the Bloods, and some of my brothers are aligned with the Crips.
Okay.
And we just did a thing that, like, if you're at the table, you have to wear gray or black.
Sure.
If we're in front of the TV watching the football, all bets are off. You can wear like a red jumpsuit.
Really? Like an Eddie Murphy in
Yeah.
Raw red jumpsuit?
Must make for a very awkward Thanksgiving, I would think.
Yeah.
We figure it out. Out.
Have any of your siblings ever come to blows, or even are they all still with us?
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
I had to take out my middle brother.
Take him out.
One time, yeah.
Meaning he's deceased?
Meaning I got him drunk, and then I gave him some pills, put him in the car, and I let the car run into the car.
Wait,
I let the car run into the car.
Really? Oh,
you let the car run into the car. Is that a term that I don't know exactly what it means?
You know when you
On the streets.
when you let the muffler fumes go in the car.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my.
I had to take him out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And it hurts my feelings. Like I said, it hurts my heart to have to do something like that.
Yeah.
But he was.
What'd he do?
He was a crack addict, and he was leading a really sad life. So we all got together and said, "How do we help him?" And we all decided to put him to death.
Oh, you're like the Dr. Kevorkian of the gang world. It's nice.
Again, I don't know what that is, but I think I like it.
Okay. Wow, interesting. Well, tell you what, why don't we take another break? And when we come back, I want to hear more about your organization. I would love to hear...
Aspida. Yes, to aspire.
To aspire, yeah, okay. It's very inspiring. So why don't we take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more Paul Feig, more Victor Ramos, more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. We have Paul Feig, director of The Heat, here with us.
Yes.
And it comes out this Friday. Go see it. When would you say go see it? Wait till Sunday after the grosses have been reported?
No, give me a Big Friday.
Big Friday is what you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I don't get calls from the agents going like, it doesn't look good.
Little
I
insider
already saw
tip.
it.
Oh, you did?
It's hilarious.
Oh, no, I know.
It's
boy.
hilarious.
Excellent.
Very good, Mr. Feig.
Thank you so much. That had a Xerox cover too, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, very good. Excellent.
I've noticed, Victor, you have a selective lisp. Some S's you have trouble with, some you don't.
That's true, isn't it?
Interesting. All right. Well, Victor is the head. You're the head of the organization?
I'm a head of Aspida, which means aspire to greatness, aspire to individual greatness.
Right. And it's certainly not like a kind of the head of like a mafia type organization, or
Absolutely not. We have government funding. We're providing
government funding.
Government funding. We're providing school for kids of a low income, and also what we do is we provide other programs like Guns Not Gangs, Rubbers for Mothers. A new one that we're implementing now is called Bully Busters.
Bully Busters. I'm trying to guess what this could be, and I literally have no
Having
idea.
created Freaks and Geeks, I'm a fan of getting rid of bullies.
Sure, yeah, of course.
I'm very interested.
Well,
in
you're
this,
going to love
actually.
this, Mr. Feig.
Yeah.
What we do is we accept the request of young kids to help them deal with bullying.
Okay.
Right now, internets, you can't escape the bullyings.
It's everywhere. Cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Regular bullyings. Those are two kinds of bullyings.
Yes, and they're both terribly destructive. So what we'll do is we'll find out who the bullies are, and me and a few of my friends will get dressed up. I wear a Scream mask from the movie Scream.
From the movie Scream.
Sam.
From the movie Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, and Scream 4.
Oh.
The mask is featured in all of them prominently, and I wear that mask. And my friends, depending on what costume is hot at the time. I mean, the last time we did it was Angry Birds. So my friends dressed up like Angry Birds. I dressed up like the Scream creature.
Sure.
And we'll break into a house and we'll find the bully, and we'll put a shotgun in their mouth and say, "The bully stops now."
Now, but there is a gun, though. Now, this is kind of going
It's
against...
a gun. It's a sawed-off shotgun that is not loaded.
Oh, okay. So that technically, I guess, is...
Absolutely. We don't want any mistakes. We just want to let these kids know that this is not the way to conduct yourself in a school or any kind of situation. Because bullies, sometimes they'll graduate and become bullies in real life.
Oh, sure, yeah. They're not just high school bullies.
No.
A lot of times they take it to college and the workforce.
Once a bully, always a bully, I like to say.
Yeah.
So this might be good for kind of nipping that in the bud, if you will.
Do they ever get confused about the costumes? Do they ever say, hey, why are you dressed as the Angry Birds, or why are you the Scream guy?
They're very confused, very scared. A lot of times parents will get up and they'll get very terrified. But
So
this
the
is
parents
good.
will come in, really?
The parents will have to know now. The parents right now know, hey, there's dudes breaking into my house, dressed like Scream, dressed like Angry Birds, putting a shotgun in my kid's face. Something's up with this kid, and I need to, find out what's going on. So a lot of times we get the whole family involved.
Sure, yeah.
And that's Bully Busters. You can go online at www.com, bullybusters.com.
www.com,
Oh, that's
bullybusters.com. Okay, we want to make sure we get that right because...
Yeah, it was a little technical snafu, but it's www.com, bullybusters.com.
Great.
Now, if I were to get you like Sandra Bullock's wardrobe from The Heat, maybe you could go as one of the Heat characters. And
Yeah,
I
that'd
need
be
all the
interesting.
promotion I can get. So,
I mean, if you want me to do that, I
mean,
definitely could do
a
that.
scared bully can still buy a movie ticket, so
Sure.
let's just not forget that.
Or maybe like what's hot right now, like Psy, the Gangnam Style. Maybe you could all dress up like him. And
It has to be something, because we don't have a lot of money. Most of the funding we get go into the schools and safety, teaching kids about pregnancy. So we go into like
how to get pregnant? Is that what you?
Exactly.
No, that's
We want to teach them how to get pregnant
oh, very nice.
because a lot of these girls are becoming just straight up hoes.
Yeah,
And not
it's a better way to trap a man.
They don't even know what their junk, how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you want to show them exactly the process by which they will get pregnant with their
Get
many
pregnant, trap a young man, get him on the straight and narrow,
Yeah.
have a family.
You're like a mother's school, if you will.
children. Yeah. A lot of times in LA, also you can kind of like get a Laker, like a professional athlete. Like is there some sort of course on how to hang around a locker room?
Oh,
and,
that's good.
get yourself a rich guy.
Yeah, well, definitely, there's clubs you can go to and hang out with some of the sports stars, and there are many in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Oh, the Showtime Lakers. Remember them?
Oh, yeah.
Was that your favorite Lakers era?
That really was. That was a good time.
Magic
Showtime
Johnson.
Lakers.
You got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Boy, remember them?
Oh, Bill Worthy.
Sure.
Oh, who's the guy, the white dude with the glasses?
What was
Who was that?
blanking on his name? He was everybody hated him for a while, and then no, I'm thinking of Bill. Well, no, Bill Lanier. No, I'm so not a sports fan.
Oh, my
Yeah, no,
God.
nor
just
am I.
treading
Those are
water.
good times.
Paul is wearing a
I'm so
suit
sorry,
and a bow
Victor.
tie, and
Yeah.
he's struggling with a sports
Exactly.
reference.
Trying so hard to be.
I
of the
feel
moment.
like we may have gotten off track talking about the Showtime Lakers, but I'm game to talk about them for a while. If you guys are,
Oh, yeah, I'm right on board. I love Magic Johnson.
oh sure,
Love Magic Johnson. Kareem.
sure.
Remember when Kareem fought Bruce Lee?
that
was
I've
some
seen.
crazy
Yeah,
love it.
shit.
Airplane. That's a comedy movie. He was in.
That's right. He was in that. Yeah, yeah.
There we go. But okay, so why were we talking about the Showtime Lakers? Oh yeah. So these are just the bully busters. You don't have a lot of money. You were saying about size Gangnam Style. You can't afford the tuxedo aspect of the costume.
That's right. So what we usually do is we go into like Rite Aid right after Halloween and see what they got. And
60% off sale.
yeah, 60% off, and you have a wellness card.
And if you shoplift it, it's 100% off.
That's right. I don't tell people that you should do this, but what I do is you buy like a pack of Ludens.
The
that's
cough
like,
drops.
and that's like $1.75.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
But while you're doing that, your buddies are back there stuffing a bunch of stuff in their shirts, and,
Right.
and that's usually how.
So it still costs you a little bit to get
A
this
little
stuff, right?
bit.
Small investment.
but that keeps everybody. That keeps security and everybody
Yeah,
looking at
that's
you.
true.
And if you amortize that over 5-6
Yeah,
costumes,
it's really you're ahead of the game.
yeah, you're getting your money's worth. Yeah.
And you're still helping out the store because it's not like a straight
Sure.
loss.
No, exactly. Yeah, I mean, for
Yeah.
what you pay for those costumes, you know what I mean, at wholesale.
Oh, the mark. Oh, please.
Yeah, please.
They have it coming, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I like it, and that's how I feel about the way he watches movies. Is Hollywood has it coming? You
Yeah,
know? I mean, I should
exactly.
get- you know what I mean?
It's too much money. Too much money in here.
Like all these rich salaries for
I
people.
know.
You know what I mean? So anyway, back to your program, Bully Busters. It sounds like. Do you have any costumes coming up, or are you waiting for this Halloween to kind of see what you're gonna transform into next?
Yeah, I just want to say the point isn't just to play dress up. We are threatening people's lives to make their behavior correct.
Yeah, but that sounded like the most fun part of it.
I
to
mean,
me.
it is fun, I guess so. I mean, a couple years ago, we all went in as SpongeBob's and cut a guy's hair.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, that would
The
be
hair on the top of his
terrifying.
head?
he had long hair, and he was calling girls fat. So we cut his hair.
Ah.
Nice.
And
Did
and
you
then-
donate that hair to some organization, or
Locks for Love.
or just make him eat it, or
I don't. Those are great ideas. I should make them
two
eat their hair.
two totally separate ideas, but both of them great.
they come up fused together? I
Right.
like
Depending how severe their bullying is, one we could force them to eat their hair. The other one is to force them to donate their hair to cancer.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get cancer poisons and their hairs all fall out.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And that's
true.
terrible.
Where do you see the future of this organization? Like, what do you see if it becomes wildly successful? Like, I hope that it does. And Paul,
Yeah.
back me up on this. I hope that this is a success for people.
Well, I've donated some money to it.
Have you really?
Yeah, yeah.
my
It's
goodness.
oddly tax deductible.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah, they're recognized.
Thank
by
you
the
very
government.
much.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
We bought a van with that money
wow. What do you use the van for? May I ask?
to pick up hose.
To pick up hose. Is it
Pick up hose. There's also like a whole rehabilitation situation we have.
But are you filming it? That's my one question.
We document it.
You document.
We have
So
to
you're picking
document
up
these
hose on the
experiments.
street. Is it kind of like a bang bus type situation? Is that?
I don't know what that is, but what we do, I don't know what that is, but what we do is we bring hose into the van, and we'll smoke a little weed legal, and we'll bang them. We'll shoot this on video. And then when they're in a comfortable place, we'll start talking about, like, is this the best way to be living your life?
Sure.
You know?
Nice. That's nice.
Maybe there's
Are the cameras running at that point?
No.
You've turned it off.
Is that when they
Turn it
first
off at
turn
that
on, I think, actually.
Right.
I was actually at one of the fundraisers, and you had an amazing silent auction. Some of those items were fantastic.
I'd love to hear
yes.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had, we were lucky enough to get a Phyllis Diller painting.
Right.
Wait, a painting of Phyllis Diller?
A painting by Phyllis Diller. Phyllis Diller was a magical artist.
You don't say. I had no idea.
And
what was the
I
subject?
thought she bought them. I didn't know she did them. My goodness.
Yeah,
and-
what was the subject? You know?
it's just a lady. She did a lot of ladies with funny hats.
Okay.
Did you ever paint you cutting people's hair off and force them to eat it?
I wish.
Oh, that would've
I
been great.
wish. You know, but Miss Phyllis Diller passed away.
Yeah, same.
Miss Phyllis Diller was a patron of our institution.
Oh.
Donating many, many items.
Wow. Meaning,
I would have thought that.
did she actually donate them, or you?
She
Did you acquire these by any other means, or
one of my friends was working on her yard
Okay.
and took a few things.
Okay.
And I'm not very proud of that, but I am proud of the things we were able to do with some of the money we raised.
Sure. Oh, so you've sold some of these items.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, yeah. Where do you see the future of this organization? I mean, if it were a huge just success, what would you do?
Well, I would like to get accredited and open up a university.
Wow.
Right there in beautiful Silver Lake.
Silver Lake. Yeah, of course.
And just, people could take classes online on how to straighten out their lives, how to like get off drugs, how to get on drugs.
You'd rather they be online.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
a virtual university.
We don't have to have a big building.
Oh,
Okay.
Keep the
Mostly
overhead
we
low.
just get the money, it goes into PayPal, and then the person gets education online or on their iPhones. A lot of times people are doing everything on iPhones.
Sure. It
but
sounds to me like you're trying to put a spin on it, like it's a modern spin, people doing things on iPhones, when really you just don't want to pay for anything other than a website. You're trying to keep this money.
Unfortunately, that is absolutely right.
Oh, unfortunately.
Because if I had all the money in the world, I would certainly build universities, I would build rehab centers, I would build hospitals, but we don't have that right now.
But it doesn't take all the money in the world to do this. People build hospitals every day. Every day a new
It's true.
hospital is built.
That is true.
That is true. But not by me.
Not in Silver Lake.
That's right. No one comes to me and says, hey, let's build a hospital with you.
Maybe now they will, though. Now that they heard this.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm definitely willing to take this to the next level.
Yeah.
And get our own building. But for now, we have a PayPal account. You sign into either one of these websites,
Sure.
www.com, bullybusters.com.
Sure, yeah. That'll take you.
That will
that'll
link you into
Do you have another one? www.com.
Ramos University.
www.com, ramosuniversity.com.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
That's right.
Wow.
www.com, ramosuniversity.com.
It's not .biz, is it?
Oh, well, there's
Wait,
a-
it should be .org.
There's a .org at the end
It
of
should
it.
be .org. I gotta look at that.
I have your website right here. It's actually www.com, ramosuniversity.com.biz. .org.
.tv.
Can you say that again, please?
Oh, sure, yeah. www.com, victorramosuniversity.com.biz, .org, .tv.
.tv, yes.
Yeah.
Thank
exactly.
you. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It was a little wordy, a little hard to get to, but I think, it's on those one of like bare recesses of the internet, but I think once you get there, you're going to be glad.
If you put
did.
Victor Ramos Bully Busters into a Google search, too, that's how I first found him, too. So.
Also, if you do get it incorrect, you could it'll definitely bring viruses into your computer.
Oh, that's good.
Whoa.
So please be careful when you type that into
Oh, my.
your search engines.
Why are there viruses attacking people searching for your...
I don't know. I guess
Do you have powerful enemies?
Potent strain.
what we started as a security situation.
Oh.
And then it turned into our tech guy kind of messed up. So now if you do any variation on Bully Busters that is not the right, or Victor Ramos University that's not the right words, it'll It'll burn up your computer.
infect you with spyware.
It'll burn up all your goods.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Wow. I mean, who are you affiliated with? The Crips or the Blood? It was the Crips?
The Bloods.
You're affiliated with the Bloods.
Yes.
So
I was a member of the Latin King Nation, and
Right.
I have changed my ways.
do the Crips have like an internet kind of wing where they're out there, kind of, making spyware and trying to attack? Are the gangs getting into the internet now?
I mean, absolutely, Scott Ackerman. I mean, you got everything is going into the computers.
Sure.
And why would you think that the gangs wouldn't be doing that?
Sure, let's get them into the 21st century.
Yeah.
I mean, the Crips have some really funny wordplay apps.
Really?
And you think you're just doing words with friends? It's a type of words with friends, but it's actually you're giving money to the Crips.
So it's Friends with Crips. Is that what I can? Is that what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends with Crips.
Or wait, words.
That
Words with
Friends with Crips.
Words
would
with
be,
Crips. Is that what's this? Friends with.
Friends with Crips is a totally separate app I heard about where you just make friends with Crips. And it's kind of like
it's like a grinder for.
it's
for
like J-Date almost.
Yeah, exactly. For the gang community.
That's a very good possibility. I'm gonna, for our team is gonna try to poison their websites too.
Sure, yeah.
And that's what a lot of it is like right now, computer warfare.
Yeah. I can imagine it must be so hard being in a gang right now. It's like, hey, look up from your phones. We're trying to do a drive-by.
But then you got the digital drive-by. And,
Sure.
there goes all your email.
I tell you.
You'd really be surprised. There's guys, we're in a car going, and we're doing a drive-by, a threatening drive-by.
Sure,
Not
sure.
a real one. Sure. And they'll be like, I'm going to Instagram this. I'm like, you fool.
You're leaving evidence behind.
Absolutely.
Not like the evidence you left behind of admitting to those 10 murders at this point, your brother and the 9 homeless people.
I have left town, though, so I don't think that's
Okay, yeah.
that's an issue anymore.
Oh, that's good.
You manned up.
I did.
Well,
Strong borders in this town.
Well, this is a fascinating story. I wish we could talk all day about it, but it is time for one of our favorite features here on the show. It's time for a little something that we call Would You Rather? All right, it's time to play Would You Rather, and we all know how this is played. People send me Would You Rather scenarios to our Twitter, which is at CBBWYR, Comedy Bang Bang Would You Rather. Do not send them to me. Do not send them to Comedy Bang Bang. Send them to CBBWYR. That way, you have the best shot at not being thrown into the Would You Rather pile, which we all know is not a pile from which I take Would You Rather scenarios. It's a pile of discarded Would You Rather scenarios. I know it's confusing, but please just send them to CBBWYR. I will then read the scenario out loud, and we will then open up the floor for questions. You're free to ask any question you like about either scenario in order to help narrow down your choice. There's a lot of information not contained in the actual question itself that I know, so be specific as possible in order to help narrow down your choice. I will then close the floor for questions. We will then vote. I'll tally up the points, and we'll figure out who the winner is. And I think it's that simple. So here we go. This comes to us from Adam Bokhari, a.k.a. at Agitated Falcon. Agitated Falcon asks, would you rather have a small device in your anus that fires a paintball into it when you fart, or have all of your limbs broken once a year? Would you rather have a small device in your anus that fires a paintball into it when you fart, or have all of your limbs broken once a year? I am now opening the floor for questions. Any question you guys have?
Is it a standard paintball? There's not any sort of irritant
Standard
in it?
Meaning in the actual paint itself?
Yes, exactly.
You are allergic to paint. You're allergic to, it's a latex-based paint.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure that there wasn't like some sort of a cruel additive in it.
No, but you are allergic to it, so every time it fires that...
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, I got you. Oh, yeah, that is true. Okay,
unfortunately.
So it is,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it does affect you. You are actually sick for several days.
And that's right where you sit, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right there on the target. You know what I mean?
I'd say.
Yeah. So, yeah, but there's nothing else like no poison or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
yeah. Victor, you have a question here?
Is it every single time you fart?
Every single time you fart, yeah. So, you are allergic and you'll get sick for a couple of days.
Not like an SBD even?
Wow, I fart a lot.
Really? You don't say. How often would you say?
About 50 times a day.
50 times a day.
That's a lot of paintballs.
I once heard.
I
heard Oprah say 12 was the average.
Really?
I don't know why Oprah was talking about
apparently. That's right.
Yeah. On her diet.
Yes.
She probably wasn't counting queef.
Victor, come on now. I'm going to have to ask you. It's not that kind of show.
I'm sorry.
It's really not that kind of show. And I'm going to have to ask you to rein it in.
Now, now explain, what was the limb option again?
Yes, your limbs are broken. All of your limbs are broken once a year. All of your, this just says limbs, so I take that to meaning both arms, both legs.
My goodness.
Are both broken once a year.
Wow.
Under the, a doctor will be there to do it.
Yeah, would it be medically supervised?
It is a doctor, but it's a doctor of psychology.
Okay, that's still good.
It's still okay.
Like, you're not going to have Tito Santana come in there with a hammer and start breaking your bones, because then I would say no.
It actually is Tito Santana who got his doctorate in psychology.
Oh, no. Sort of like a misery type situation.
Yeah,
right?
He comes in and hobbles you. And yeah, exactly. So, but that's only once a year. Each arm, each leg.
Can you spread out the breakings?
Oh, and kind of like over a calendar year, every quarter, get one of them done? Well, that would mean that you'd have one broken thing continuously the rest of your life.
The rest of your
and
life.
You'd rather do that. I will give you the option. I will award you the option to spread it out over the year. Yes, I will allow it.
What is the velocity of the paintball? Will it simply bounce off my sphincter, or will it go deep within?
It fires it in there. It's kind of like it's not like a fastball necessarily. It's kind of like a slow pitch softball. But it gets in there.
But it's like a bunker buster, if you will.
Yeah.
No, very
yeah,
good.
Exactly. It's not like a bully buster, but it's a lot like a bunker buster. Yeah.
They're very similar.
Yeah. Victor?
I think, well, that being the case, because I fart so much.
Please don't vote. Don't vote early.
I gotta keep asking questions.
Sure, yeah. I mean, there's so much more to talk about.
That's right.
Yeah, but where's your mind right now? Where are you?
I thought about the paintballs, but if there's a machine inside your anus, that shoots paintballs into your small intestine.
Yes, it's basically it's a machine that is located right on the doorway of your anus. Does that make sense? So it's pointed right at the.
Will it make it cumbersome to sit down?
Yeah. Yes, it's made of soft organic material that then shoots something right into your anus every time you fart.
Okay, physics-wise, is it able to be moved out of the way when one defecates?
Sure,
but sometimes a fart is involved in a defecation.
It's sort of like a vestigial tail. You can kind of move it to the side, or like a skin tag. It's like a really bad.
But then,
if
a fart occurs while defecating, it will snap back into position.
Yes,
if it runs the risk of shooting, whatever's coming out of you back into you.
If any tiny bit of fecal matter comes out, that is considered a poop and not a fart.
Okay, but if there's air around the expulsion of said,
that's poop. Okay. That it will not fire.
Oh, really? So there is a bit of a loophole there. So you could actually technically save them up. See, Victor? So that maybe it might be our loophole there.
Yeah. If you save them up and just do it when poop is coming out, then you're in the clear.
Oh,
well, I have to look. I had to look at a map of my body and see exactly what's going on in there. Because if a ball goes up my anal hole, maybe it won't break. And if it doesn't break, then I don't mind it.
You think you would just then poop it out?
I would just poop it out, like a gumball.
Mm-hmm. So, and you're going to consult a map to figure this out?
I'm going to go look at a medical book and see what is going on in there first.
Sure.
To see, because if there's if the paintball makes some kind of contact that's soft, I imagine it might not break, which is the best case scenario for me.
I actually have that information. 1 out of 10 do not break and are lodged in there.
Oh, my.
Yeah, but the other 9 do break.
Did they come back out?
Ooh.
They come back out and they're reused.
Are they at least cleaned off? I would hope.
No, unfortunately not. So it's almost a little worse.
Now, what if I kind of, as a subterfuge was like, I think I have to go to the restroom, and I would sit on the toilet. The fart would come out, but it was But I was convinced that it was going to be in context with poop.
It's just purely...
I'm trying to game the system.
It's purely a physical thing. If it comes out with poop, then it's a pass. If it does not, there's no convincing your own body to do otherwise.
Can I put the machine in my dog's butt and confuse the machine?
I will allow it. Yes, you are able to have a medical procedure that it's put onto your dog's butt to confuse the machine for 3 months until it gets wise, and then it basically detaches itself from the dog's butt and then crawls on the floor while you're sleeping, and then reattaches itself to you. So for 3 months, you get a nice break from it. Yeah,
and that's every year. Every year.
That is every year. 3 months a year.
That is a nice pass.
Yeah, during the summer.
Oh, well, that's even
so
better.
Summers are
because there's a lot of farting goes on in the summer.
Oh yeah, that's when you really just let
lemonade
yourself go
and hot dogs and all that.
Of course,
exactly.
yeah. Chili con carne.
Oh yeah, see,
of course, yeah.
Refried beans from compadres.
Sure, of course, yeah. In that dangerous part of town. Yeah. Any other questions here about either of the scenarios? Are you guys leaning one way or the other?
I'm definitely leaning one way.
You're leaning.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Interesting. Yeah. Not a lot about the limbs being broken.
Breaking of limbs seems pretty straight up. It's a full fracture. Is it a compound fracture, or is it just like a kind of a cracking?
It really depends upon how hard they do it. I mean, it's not the same every single time. It's so
it's like you just kind of spin the wheel.
You're taking your chances, and it's just however hard. Who does it, by the way? What was that?
Tito Santana.
Dr.
Tito Santana.
Dr. Tito Santana. It just depends. It's chance, random chance, how hard he does it. Sometimes, he misses.
Oh, so there is a possibility of error.
Yeah, there's a possibility of error. Sometimes
but it's very low, though.
He misses, and sometimes he gets you on the side.
Could I somehow distract him so it would almost be like playing defense?
That's a fun game for you to play. Yeah. Sometimes you'll say, "Hey, look over there," and then it's swung on and missed.
I'd have a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he gets one swing.
Really?
Yeah, he either gets 4 swings a year, and he takes them all at the top of the year, or he takes them every 3 months per limb.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And
Victor,
could I wear a snowsuit? to help the padding?
You can wear a full regulation snowsuit.
But the bone has to break.
No, he takes a shot at it. He definitely takes a shot at it.
So what, like one of those they train attack dogs, the foam?
Sometimes a beekeeper suit, you get really into beekeeping in that scenario.
Suit of armor?
Suit of armor, yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, in this scenario, suits of armor are illegal. This is a kind of a dystopian future. Suits of armor, if anyone sees someone in a suit of armor, they fire their future laser at them. And they're incarcerated in future jail, moon jail.
Okay, and then basically they melt the armor down to make money.
Yeah, exactly. That's how all of our money is. It's kind of based on the Canadian Looney and Toonie. There's a new kind of credit. They call them credits. Credit toonies. And it's suits of armor that have been melted down. Yeah.
My goodness.
Fashioned into these coins.
But only so that is sort of that's the gold of the future is
exactly
armor metal.
Exactly. This is why you ask questions, because there's a lot of fascinating detail.
I know. This is actually very fascinating.
Victor, it looks like you have something on your mind.
Yes. I'm taking this so seriously. Can you be high or drunk for this session?
I think you can be high or drunk in either scenario. If you need to self-medicate in order to make it easier on you, certainly, yeah.
Because I think I'd like to do a bunch of crack on New Year's Eve. Drink a bunch of whiskey, and then call Tito Santana and go, okay,
I'm ready.
Midnight. Come over.
Get over here.
And then get it out of the way right away.
He's at your beck and call. He's just sitting there waiting for it. So, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So that's kind of his only job.
He has a beeper. Yeah. And usually takes him about 20 minutes to kind of call you back at the number.
Does he have a lot of other clients? Because perhaps if I got him at the end of his shift, he would be...
He's sort of like Santa Claus. He takes care of everyone in the world, yeah.
Oh, okay. But he doesn't get tired like if I get him in the evening.
Does Santa Claus get tired?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe that's your next movie.
Yeah, I Tired Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hit.
No, of course. He doesn't get tired. He's
you wake
magical.
up like Christmas? And instead of gifts, you have 4 broken bones?
Or one. Depending on how you
spread it out.
Spread it out, of
Every
course.
holiday, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sure, yeah. You wake up on New Year's, and then you wake up on Arbor Day, I would imagine, then the 4th of July, and then back to school day.
I'm certainly leaning a certain way right now.
Okay, well, good. Well, please don't vote yet, though, until I close the floor.
Let's see.
Yes, we... 3 months a year, of course. We have the skin tag paintball shooter going and attaching to your dog. I mean, yeah. I don't,
Well, now this is in a dystopian future. We're saying
that is in the
in the limb world.
in the limb world.
Oh, but in the fart world, we're not.
No, in the fart world, this is
Just every day.
no. This is the year of the bicentennial is when it starts, the 1976.
Oh, so we go back in time.
You go back in time, and you get to relive your life and kind of redo all the mistakes that you made.
Right.
Bearing in mind, you now have a new paintball shooter
Right.
attached to your anus. But yeah, it's whatever age you were at 1976, you get to now.
Well, that makes it a little harder because I was counting on sort of eating very healthy foods, so I could kind of lessen that. But if I'm back then,
no. Well, you do grow. You have your own organic garden.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, so you're able to eat. And you have
That's nice. I'm not just Chef Boyardee, and it's just
you have
paintballs blasting all day.
You have a fish pond out back.
Oh.
As well. So and that's where you get most of your protein.
I like my life back in 1976.
Those are the two changes to your life.
Okay.
Is you now have an organic garden and a fish pond.
Am I lactose intolerant?
Are you lactose intolerant currently?
No. Semi.
Semi. Okay,
Yes.
so then you still are semi.
Yeah.
and and the other change, I guess, would be is that you're allergic to latex paint as well. So those are the
Yeah.
three changes in your life. Everything else is exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Another question, perhaps?
Yes. Oh my. Let's see. But can I? So it's 4 limbs. It's all my limbs. They're saying. But what is? Are we? I guess we're technically defining it as arms and legs, as we said. But
Yeah, you're. I guess. Well, how else would you?
it couldn't be like my private area.
Oh, so you consider your private area to be a limb?
Consider it that. Yes.
I see, an appendage of sorts.
Exactly.
No, he breaks your dick as well.
Oh, he does really? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
I've heard that can happen.
That's on Christmas.
Oh, is that your Christmas gift?
Yeah, it's your Christmas gift. Is yeah.
So he could literally break my arms, my legs, and my privates.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know if you heard about that a few months back. The wrestler, I believe, who was having sex and
Yes.
broke. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's always every few years. There's word of somebody who breaks that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, how does that happen? Because there's technically no bone.
Technically no bone.
In this scenario, would mine have a bone that could be broken?
Yes.
Would
By
my
the way,
bone have
ladies,
a bone?
a lot of people get their scientific knowledge from this show. Ladies, there is not an actual bone in the penis.
Right.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but yeah, there is a bone in this scenario. Yes, where all your limbs are broken. There is a bone in your penis.
Oh my!
It's constantly erect because otherwise, you know,
Right.
it couldn't deflate.
The
There's a
Viagra
bone in there.
Exactly. Okay.
And he breaks it on Christmas
Does
Day.
that result in a compound fracture?
Yes, it just shatters.
Bone out of the bone. Bone is sticking out of the bone.
Exactly. It just shatters. Yeah, it's sticking out of the side of your penis. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
boy, my vote's starting to.
Yeah, Victor. Question. Any other questions now that you've heard all of that?
You can't break your penis?
You can break your. No, you do. He does break your penis on Christmas, is what we're saying.
Okay. And since there's no bone in it,
There is a bone. Have you not been listening?
There
for the past
is a bone in it?
There's an actual bone inside your penis.
He's
in
been
this
hacking
scenario.
into the Blood's email account.
Oh, okay. You've been a little distracted.
Wondering
That's
what
right,
was
yeah.
going on over there.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions before I close the floor here?
I think I'm
I
good.
have so many questions. It's just not
If you
enough.
have more,
There's just not enough time.
Not enough time. I
No,
understand.
no.
I am closing the floor. Unfortunately,
Oh,
there's
okay.
not enough time. All right, closing the floor. The floor is closed. There will be no more questions. I'm so sorry.
Nuts.
All right, we're going to have to vote. Paul, I go to you. How do you like to vote? Do you like the small device, the sort of skin tag that's outside of your anus with the slow pitch softball paintball that you're allergic to that goes inside your anus? 1 out of 10, do not break. And the only when you fart. Or do you go for the once a year or 5 times a year? Dr. Tito Santana, of course, comes over to your house once you beep him.
And attempts to break one of your.
And you can, yeah. Sometimes he misses. Sometimes you figure out a way to distract him.
To me, what my vote is?
Yes. What is your vote, sir?
Oh, well, it's tempting to bet on sort of the fallibility of Dr. Tito
Santana.
Santana.
Sure.
Yes.
Of course.
I feel I could somehow control my diet in a way that I could space out the farting
Right.
to occur with the
because if
defecation.
you're eating healthy, you
Yes.
have this fish pond.
Yes.
You have organic, although sometimes the organic vegetables that you grow in your garden.
I do feel
know
it's
what
sort of like a trainer attached to me to keep me healthy.
Oh, really? You're requesting a trainer?
No, I'm saying that the device acts as a trainer.
Oh, I see. So
should I eat this? I don't know.
I don't want to be sick for a couple of days. It's
Yeah.
a lot like eating meat and stuff right now. It's
Exactly.
like it's if.
So I think I got to go with the paintball into the anus.
Interesting vote from an interesting player. All right, we turn now to Victor Ramos. How do you like to vote?
I have considered many options today.
Out of the two?
Yes. I've thought long and hard, and I think I would like to have Tito Santana break my bones once a year.
Just once? Really?
Well, one time.
Just one time. I gave you the option of 5 times a year.
All of them.
You want them all
five at once.
All on New Year's Day.
That's right.
And why is this?
Because then I'll have time to recover. I'll watch DVDs,
Sure.
watch cartoons.
That 3-4 months, you just kind of take it
Be
easy.
up and running by April.
catch up on. I haven't seen The Wire.
Sure. Downtown Abbey.
Haven't seen Downton Abbey.
Downtown Abbey.
So yeah, I would use that time to watch videos. And
What about your charity? I mean, you're going to be out of commish.
I'd have to take a break, but I would have my
You can
computer.
run it from your laptop.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid that someone would come in and kind of steal your territory if you're out of commish for.
I mean, it's a scary thought.
I'm impressed that Victor. There's a lot of things Victor doesn't know, but he does know that it's Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
I find that very.
Oh yeah, I mean, I find that fascinating. That whole story.
Sure, the
of
whole
all the
upstairs,
inner workings
downstairs.
of a rich estate and all the.
Yeah, how many servants they have.
man,
and-
Have you ever
wild.
scared a kid dressed up as Maggie Smith from Downton Abbey, the Dowager Countess? That could be good.
That could be really good.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Wake up with Maggie Smith looking over your bed with a shotgun.
You would. That's called scared straight. That is. Yep.
You won't bully somebody next day after that.
No, you'd be too confused.
Yeah. Some English old lady held a gun to my face.
She cut my hair and made me eat it,
And then made me donate the remains.
and then put me in white tie.
Wow. Okay, so that very interesting. So you're going once a year.
Get them all out of the way.
Get them all out of the way. Wow. All right, well, let me tally up the points here. Paul, you voted incorrectly. I'm so sorry. But you asked some great questions, so you accumulated 5 points. So
okay.
you have 5 points.
Thank you.
And then Victor, the breaking all of the bones is the right answer. Unfortunately, you chose to get them all done all at the same time. That is incorrect. You're supposed to space it out because unfortunately someone comes in, one of your brothers actually, comes in and steals all your territory, and they turn the Dowager Countess scenario upon yourself and stick the shotgun into your mouth. And you are not long for this world, so that is technically the right answer, but even more technically the wrong answer. So I'm sorry.
So 2 points?
So 2 points is right. Yeah, of course. So at a score of 5-2, Paul, you are our winner. Congratulations.
Thank you. I would just like to take this moment to say I would like to magnanimously donate my 5 points to Ramos University.
Wow! So Ramos University
so much, Mr. Fee.
is actually the winner. A university has never won before.
The children are the winners.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
community.
That's, of course, how we play Would You Rather. Yes, that's, of course, how we play Would You Rather.